Oh, look at this from that day.
Hi, friends. Puesto Enrico here. Puesto de talking to the Premium City People Place. I'm here with La Rachel, or Rachel Apolosa, as she's sometimes known.
Sometimes.
She's also known as Sergeant Slow Eat,
Mm-hmm.
for those who don't know.
It is now. That's okay.
Because of her tendency to
Elements
eat
of
very
French
slowly.
taste at the top table.
Mom's here as well.
Yeah.
And in the architecture were discussed and evaluated with Paul. Julia's response was ecstatic. Both,
She's reading about Julia Child right now.
yeah, okay. And appetite.
Okay,
That's good.
Mom, hey, listen. Can you not read out loud right now? We do want to ask you some questions.
Oh, no, I can just turn this
Yeah,
on.
thanks. I appreciate it. Just can I see the book?
Yes, certainly.
Okay.
It's heavy.
So here's the deal, Mom. Let me explain something to
Why
you.
you can hold it.
Here's what I want to say to everyone. First of all, one available option for you today in the live stream is Ask the Oracle. If you'd like to ask the Oracle, just put this before your question, okay? Ask the Oracle, ATO. If you want to ask the Oracle, I will ask your question to my mom, and she will give you some oracular wisdom about it, and I'll help interpret the oracular wisdom, or Rachel will, okay? So that's a special feature of today's live stream, is the Ask the Oracle option. You can ask the Oracle. My mom's right here. Mom, okay, question for you, Mom.
Not here.
Question for the Oracle. Mom, listen. Babies, what's the deal with them?
Well, I think I need to go so that his mother, I mean your mother, should go, or whoever it is, the one that you need to give. Okay.
Okay,
So
there you go. That's your answer, Jeebus.
Sounded like I came from my mother. So I think that's what babies are about.
Right, yeah. Babies are things that come out of mothers. All right, so the 30 days test. Let's explain the 30 days relationship surefire foolproof test, and then I'll get to Fiji Katarina's answer. A question for the Oracle. Or I'll do that first. Mom, quick question for you. What category of questions are within reason to ask?
what are the reasons to ask?
What category of questions are within reason to ask?
Of what I talked or you talked?
You talked.
Okay, well, I talked.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, when I talked, it's because to make an A thing for the people to have them with their eating, well, and they can do that.
Okay, there you go.
He can go down and see that and go plunk, and it'll do it. But then the others, the next day, they go in and they say, I'm ready to go look at a movie or something.
Okay.
You know,
Thank you, Mom. Thank you. Okay, so does that answer your question, Fiji Katarina? I hope so.
Sounds like dating stuff.
I think you're asking the wrong kind of questions, probably. I think you should probably ask questions along the following lines, like, what should I do with this problem in my life kind of questions? Or would I be well served to pursue this opportunity?
Yeah.
Or questions like that,
Yes,
you know?
no, kind of.
Like, for example, what's the best way to make caramelized apple pie is not a good question to ask the Oracle. Oracles have better things to do with their time than ask questions about recipes, okay? No, Jeebus, I don't want your darkness, okay? Your darkness is disturbing. It's disturbing me with its darkness. I'm going to move this one
It's a drop kick for babies.
without putting you on timeout. Congratulations.
I guess if you, like, dress them up like a football, there might.
Okay, so the 30-day relationship test. If you want to know, I think a better question would be how, Countess, but 30-day relationship test. If you want to know if a new prospective partner, let's say you're dating, online. You start by dating online. You meet somebody you think you like online. You think, I might want to go out with this person. I'm not sure yet. To put that idea to the test, what you should do is immediately fly out to live with that person for 30 days, spending as close to 24 hours a day as possible with them for the full 30 days.
Now, you have to be real careful with all that. But you shouldn't do that. You have to make it better. You don't go in and just say, I'm going to do that. No.
Okay, well, Mom disagrees with me about this one, obviously. But the point is, then at the end of that 30 days, then you'll know if you want to stay together or not. Okay? So, Rachel, have you ever attempted this relationship test?
Not knowing it was a test, right? Because
So last 30 days, we did attempt it, though, did we not?
yes, we did.
Would you suggest that in most circumstances, the answer will be revealed at the end of that 30 days somewhere between and oh fuck no?
Yeah,
I would say
I think
so.
there's hints. It might not be totally overt, but I definitely think that there's usually somewhere along the line you could kind of tell where it's going to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, it's pretty hard to hide who you are over the course of 30 days where you're really spending 24 hours a day together.
Mhm.
Now, it is true, additionally, that there's this pink cloud thing that happens at the beginning of a relationship, right? That you're hopefully always optimistic. That's true, Jean Grey.
Yeah.
I administered a test without knowing I was doing so as well. So that's the best way to administer a test.
Can I add something?
Please, Rachel.
I think it is also a good idea to ask show me, can I see your boobs, and do you want to see my junk?
Before you meet.
Yeah, before you meet.
You want to
Because
make sure that that's okay with you.
Yeah, because you want to, right? Like, you want to make sure that you're comfortable in that way with the other person.
Right. Well, you never know what's actually underneath the clothes until you look underneath the clothes. That's what it boils down to.
The only way to do is ask.
Yep. So you do need to do that before you meet the person in person. You should be able to visually have inspected them to some extent.
Yeah.
But then go ahead and put in 30 days, 24 hours a day with each other. Ideally in a kind of cramped, uncomfortable space to add a little extra unnecessary stress. See how it goes. See how it goes. If at the end of that 30 days you still want to be with the person, there's probably a pretty good chance that you guys are well matched.
Yeah.
We'll have to see after 60 days. Maybe we'll be like,
I don't know.
I don't think so. Mom, question for you. Should a person strive for financial success and status in life?
Well, it depends. Some people do, some don't. It just varies. And these, if you feel them, some of them feel like, they're real soft. And the ones that do not, you have to have it perfect. Yeah, so
there you go. Interesting.
And this can go down like this. Some can go over and be a little like that. But of course, there's many people who have worked very hard, including myself. You make things and then it doesn't work.
Okay, Mom.
That's a very good point.
Yeah.
She's right with success.
So then I come back again and do it again.
All right. Yeah. So what do you think her point is there about success?
Well, she did say that it depends on the people, right? She says it depends on the person and what they want.
Right.
And then what she was saying that she's worked very hard, but not necessarily, she would maybe not have said it was a success, but you make it work.
Interesting. Look, Jean Grey, that's fine. It's all well and good, but you think you want to prioritize in a relationship being mental or spiritual or something other than physical. But I can tell you physical is important.
It is.
It matters a lot. When two people are enthusiastic about each other on a physical level,
yeah,
it's a sort of affirmation of their ontology that completes the affirmational picture. No matter how much you want to respect them for other things, if you don't actually have like a legitimate hunger for a man, he's going to feel not very reinforced on the masculinity level,
Yeah. Right. Right. They were saying. We read that they were sex and attraction are different, and the attraction makes you want to maintain the relationship.
I'm going to have to go out there because they're going to have a fit that I just went in there and sat down.
I don't think they're gonna have a fit though.
Well,
Why don't you just relax with us? We got some more questions coming your way. Here, I'm sorry to exclude you from the conversation.
oh,
Come sit down.
sit down.
Yeah, sit down.
Join us.
Here, please. Now look. Here, I got some more questions for you.
Not on the thing. I mean, we all have space. We all have left ones.
Bye,
Hold on. I'm just
Angantir.
gonna
Yeah.
peek at for you.
Yeah.
What personality types take forever deciding? Or what about personality types that take forever deciding? Okay, well, regarding personality types that take forever deciding, are you mean about relationship-y stuff? How can they do? Well, that's the thing. You make the decision contingent on the outcome of the 30-day test. That's how. Good night, Countess INTJ. Sleep well. Do not let the bed bugs bite. I'm not answering your question. I'm asking your question, Jeeves. And Countess has already left. It's too late for me to ask her question. And she's not asking the right kind of questions anyway. Will somebody please ask the right kind of questions of the Oracle instead of wasting your questions?
She looks like, wow, can you get one for my neck? Yeah.
Okay, Winston's mom wants Winston's mom wants me to ask you a question. What kind of costume should Rachel and I wear for Halloween?
I don't know. What happened is because we were going out of it rather than in it. They said, now you've got to be like the new ones out. So I did.
I don't think there's a lot of guidance there.
No, there wasn't.
I'm not asking that question, Jeeves. You can just stop it.
Yeah.
Okay. Philosophical Thinker has a good question for the Oracle. Mom, Philosophical Thinker wants to know something.
She was, but she was dead then.
Oh no.
I'm telling you the truth.
Okay. All right. How do I
liked
know?
her a lot, even though there were parts I didn't like, because she wanted to tell somebody thing, and they said, no, now we're going to take so much out.
Okay, Rachel, how do I know if I find the right girl for me? Free the mind news. So this assumes that you have found a girl and you want to know if she's the right girl for you, is what I guess that would be implied by that, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I don't know.
assuming you have a girl. Okay, Mom, hold off for 1 second.
I've got to pick it up there.
Okay, well, you don't have to go to the airport today. I think it's a good question. I think it's an important question. For me personally, I'm tremendously suspicious of relationships that grow from 0 to 100 in 1 month. I mean, it grew from 100 to 100.
Yeah.
It kind of started at 100.
I understand where she's coming from.
I think it's a dude, actually.
What?
I think Feiji Kettering is a dude.
Oh, I understand what Kettering Figgy Kettering is saying.
Okay. These are the
But
only.
I actually don't think it's gone from 0 to 100.
That's the only one I can.
It started off
It started
even more limerent than it is now, in the sense that there was this like
doing
weird.
better, but
Yeah.
They're going to do that again. And I've gone out as soon as I can get over in the other section and do some things that shows that I can do.
All right, for those of you who just got here, we do have a function in today's live stream called Ask the Oracle. If you have any questions of the Oracle, my mom is here. She's ready to answer your questions. It should be the right kind of question. It needs to be things like, Oracle, I've got a girl in my life. Her name's Mia, and Mia. You're an incredibly cute dude then? Oh, you are a girl. Okay, she's a girl, I guess. My bad, Feiji Katarina. I don't know, for some reason I thought you were a dude, just because of the way you comment. You're kind of dude-like in your comments, you know. Wait, hold on, Mom. Don't go anywhere. There's questions for you. If you want to ask the Oracle any question, you begin your question with ATO, and I'll know it's directed to the Oracle, okay? That's for Ask the Oracle.
Where is it?
We asked.
You're the Oracle, Mom.
I'm the Oracle. Okay. All right.
Okay, Sheila W has a question for you, Mom.
No.
Question is, you haven't heard the question yet. The question is, was Eric easy to potty train?
Now this I knew because I had had it for 2 or 3 times before me. And there it is. And I couldn't very well yank it out.
Okay. Ask the Oracle. Oracle, Mom, does
Yeah.
Jake Forrest have
Yeah.
Asperger's?
Will they do that? Yes, I will.
Does Jake
Okay.
Forrest have Asperger's?
I don't even know anybody that way.
Okay, he doesn't know you. Jeremiah Fix asks, ask the Oracle, are bad girls ever good? It's a good question.
Well, they shouldn't be.
It makes
Otherwise, they wouldn't be bad girls.
Right.
Right. Will you sit down, please, Mom?
Well, you take one of you, pick the best one of you guys, and go to the others and talk to them.
Do you need to go to the bathroom?
You are right.
Or what?
You can go to the bathroom. You can do the main thing is to be sure that everything you've done is real.
Okay,
That's
Mom.
sage advice, actually.
Make sure everything you've done is real. Okay, Mom.
Yeah.
Big question here. How do I create peace in my family, says Fiji Katarina, when everyone's given up to bitterness?
Given up to bitterness. You know, the funny thing is I still thought you guys had reds and things. And so if they want colors, they're going to have trouble because it's just plain stuff and they're asking, and that's good. Well, I got to go in there.
Where do you keep going, though, Mom?
I'm telling you, she's backing away from the party she doesn't like.
Wait, Mom, come here. Hold on. Where are you going?
Outside, you go in from outside.
No, but why are you going inside? Why don't you stay out here with us?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Let me turn around.
Well, for one thing, I want.
Well, you want.
You have
Maybe
your
she
seat
could
right
sit
here.
next to you for a little bit.
Do you want to sit next
For
to
the
me?
oracle thing. That might be helpful.
Okay, you want to change seats with Rachel?
I don't care.
Come here.
Well, I think if we ever do this again,
Here,
we've
you
got
sit
to
here.
have like an hour, and
We
I
have
got-
plenty of time, Mom.
we've got to have something all down now. You've got to put everything in there.
Okay, Mom, sit down. Right here. Come on. Right here.
I have got to go get my stuff.
What stuff? You have your stuff.
Well, it's the stuff that will make them get going.
Sit down. Sit,
But
please.
I can't. They're gonna,
Okay, I want
they're
to know.
gonna kick me out if I start doing
Okay,
that
okay,
stuff.
Mom, listen. I'm going to take her to the bathroom. I want you to answer this guy's question that was earlier than the serious question that I'm curious what the answer is, which is, how do you know if you found the right girl if you're with a girl or whatever?
Oh,
You found a girl and you're not sure if she's the right girl. It's Brenna Lee! Hey, Brenna Lee.
well, I'm gonna go in.
But can you answer that guy's
Yeah.
question? Why I take Mom to the bathroom?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
I like
Yes,
loving all these
that other
names
stuff.
and
It's
stuff.
normal, of course.
Come on, Mommy. Come on.
All right.
Let's go to the
So,
The question again, since you can't read it, is he's met a girl. He wants to know how he can tell if she's the right girl.
right, girl.
Come on, Mom.
I think man, that's a deep question.
If I can't do anything after this because you guys have done that, I'm gonna be very mad.
I think that in general, when you meet someone who is right for you, it's easier to some degree. You could be yourself more. And I wouldn't say that. I think it takes in a lot of different aspects, like you're physically attracted, but you also have good communication, or at least you meet each other to figure things out with communication. I think personally, sharing a lot of the same like love languages is a good way of identifying whether someone is right for you. I mean, to go back into my history of dating, I think when I'm in the lovey-dovey stage of a new relationship, because it's so, the novelty is so great. I kind of wonder who, if this person is the one, or the right person, without really getting to know them that well. I think being open and vulnerable helps people get to that point of whether they find out if they are compatible or not. But truthfully, you're not going to know if a girl is right for you until you go out and you try it. Even if that is, if you have a crush on a girl and you want to start a conversation with her, like it's good to take action, even if it's online. If you're talking in a live stream and you hear someone who is saying things that you agree with, or maybe you have like witty banter with, like check them out. And then eventually, when you find an ease within yourself and the relationship and like the dynamic of the relationship, I think that's a nice sign that you've met someone that is a girl that's right for you. Thanks, Vladimir. I just found you guys this week. I'm loving you too. I've been watching quite a lot, and there is a noticeable difference in host energy glow more than before. Oh, thanks. Is there a heaven for an INFP? If you like her as is without trying to rationalize her actions and do all kinds of mental gymnastics, then you're probably okay. Yeah, exactly, Jake Forrest. Like, if you're making excuses a lot of times for your partner's behavior, that's kind of a clear sign that it's not right. Also, it's a big sign that someone's right for you if you can share pretty much every kind of information about yourself and others with your significant other. Like, for instance, if a person finds themselves taking a phone call privately and not telling their partner, that's a red flag. Is there a heaven for INFP? Hello, yes. Our host Eric is glowing, and so is our Rachel. They are the epitome of 30s. Thank you, Winston's mom. No, it is a compliment.
Well,
It's not odd.
Well, yeah, there you are. You can talk to her. And
Okay, you want to come up here and talk to us then? Come on, join us.
Yeah,
I want you to get well and get out of here. That's what I would like, because what you're doing is you're hurting me more than you are yourself.
How am I hurting you? What did I do?
Well, you can't have them doing the thing that she's supposed to be doing it.
Doing what?
Well, whatever you told me or whatever you told me.
I didn't tell you anything, Mom. You just told me let's go outside and see these people who want you to do these things. And so we went out front, and then there wasn't anybody there.
I think there are some coming now.
Okay, well, Mom, I don't think there are any people coming now. So how do you tell if boredom from a long-term relationship is necessarily a bad sign?
And if this wind blows all that out, it'll ruin my life. I mean that seriously.
If the wind blows those papers away,
we
it'll
don't
ruin
want that
your
to
life.
happen.
I don't think it's gonna ruin your life, Mom. I love you, Mom.
Baby part.
I love you, Mom.
My mother's dead.
She is.
I know,
I know.
Mom. I'm sorry for laughing.
That's all right.
How you feeling, Mom?
Not well.
Why not? Tell me about it.
When is the time the other person is coming in?
What other person?
Well, you told me there was another person, right?
No, I
Not-
didn't tell you
not
anything
today.
about any other people.
Well, then maybe it's this one.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I live right next door. I can just go right back there, and I think I will.
Well, Mom, we already went out front. We already went out there. We just got back in over here.
Well,
No, that's not it, Chris Chapin. It has nothing to do with it. Look, the thing is, she gets like this periodically, and it's not really linked to anything. Sometimes she starts getting really mad at my dad. Maybe because he's getting her to do stuff she doesn't really want to do. But she kind of has to do it. And it's just, she's got Alzheimer's disease, and she does. Her moods get wild sometimes. She does better when we're calm and relaxed with her and pleasant. And,
I'm listening to her.
And listening, right?
They worked. They worked well.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And they're going to get in trouble, you and me.
Like anybody, she doesn't like being ignored.
Yeah. No.
She's not being overwhelmed by questions. If anything, that's probably calming her down because she's being addressed and engaged directly. It's when I'm talking to you guys and not asking her questions that she gets restless, Hey, Mom, do you feel stressed out by me asking you questions?
No, not at all. But you do know you have to say who you are, where you live, and then you have to know exactly what you want out of it.
It's good relationship advice.
She's also telling you guys you're asking questions. Who are you? Where are you from? And I'll answer your question.
She's right. That's actually good information.
Perfectly reasonable demand, Mom. Perfectly reasonable.
I'm never going to do this again. And I don't know, they're going to be so
keep
angry
in mind,
with
she's
me.
not talking about what we're doing right now, okay? She says this to me a lot of times. Like if I take her to the store and she starts getting agitated on the way to the store.
I'm just trying to be nice.
Yeah, we appreciate that. We really do. You know what? You are succeeding.
Well, I don't know why. Why isn't it here?
Why isn't what here?
The thing that you said you can take care of it now.
I don't know what you're talking about. She's drinking her iced tea very angrily.
And I hate to think what my mother will say.
What will your mother say? What do you think?
This is the new one. The other one is
your new
gone.
mother.
But,
what will your new mother say? What is your favorite movie, Mom?
My favorite movie?
Yeah.
Well, it's been a long time because we've been going up and down and around and other places. So I didn't do it.
What's your favorite book?
My favorite book? Well, I look and see how I'm doing and what kind of things I'm doing. And then I look and find the one I think is the best. And then I pick that and I put it in. And then we eat that, whatever it is.
What kind of food do you like best?
All kinds.
All kinds of food?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're a good eater.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you like to eat fish?
Depends what kind it is and where I am and how hot it is and how cold it is.
That's about right for an ISFJ.
Mm-hmm. Are you upset about something right now, Mom?
What from that 9?
I said, are you upset about something right now?
No, I'm not. I just want to get going.
Where do you want to go?
Well, one of the people in our ages, I know because I've come and gone on things.
It's like when you try to get to the bottom of things like this, you discover that it's not really anything in particular that she's complaining about at the moment. She's just frustrated or fussy or whatever you want to call it. She might be hungry. I don't know. My dad fed her lunch not that long ago, though, right before we went to lunch ourselves.
Well, I'm going to be in worse trouble than you because over there, they don't get anything out. So if I get over there, I'm not going to have anything. And I would like to go now.
So I think, though, an interesting question here that's been raised in the live stream, in the chat, is that something you should trust as a metric for a relationship? Like, what this guy said way back up here. I don't remember where. Like, personally, I wouldn't trust 0 to 130 days kind of a thing.
Right.
Remember? All right, so let's try to be as objective about the question as possible.
Well, see, and he has been out for almost a year.
What do people think? Do they think that's indeed something that ought not be trusted? Are you picturing yourself going through such an experience? It's like and imagining how it would be flawed. Are you imagining how this experience for us is flawed? Are you picturing things that are conflicts that are still underground or something? I would like to hear people's opinions about whether or not living together for 30 days right out the gate, for the first time we meet each other, for the first 30 days we live together, if success during that 30 days is a good predictor of longevity in a relationship. Is basically the question. Chatters, please weigh in.
Well, I just hope they're not upset of me and the other thing.
No.
Yeah, I don't
They're
trust
not
it.
upset. Happy birthday! It's Jean Grey's birthday.
Professional Victim says no. Host Eric's mother's name is Jane. It's actually Jizane. That's her rapping name.
She's shaking with her head in her hand.
MC Jizane? No?
Yeah, Jane.
Jane. Okay.
Jane.
E.
Yeah, E.
Right.
It's such a pretty name.
If you make this go down, they're going to kick me out of this. I've put so many times.
Hey, Mom, do you remember your wedding day?
The wedding thing.
The wedding day. When
I know.
When you married Dad.
Yes, I know that.
How was it? Did you have a nice wedding?
Yes, we did.
Aww.
I thought, they thought, and then what they did is they came in and they said, you know what? You should have more people in there.
Oh.
And so, and the end of it was the very end of the whole thing. Oh.
Did Eric did I like birthdays when I was a little boy?
Yeah, I'm sure you did. I know you did.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
That's a yes.
That's good.
I could see you as little kids. Why aren't they coming
I
out?
love the picture that I have in my phone case because your mom is telling me that it's a specific picture because it was a cake that like you didn't really want to eat, but you were like trying your best for the cameras to like show that you appreciated it. I was so glad she told me. Like it made it so much more special to me.
I've got to go. I really do, because if you leave me in this by the time 11 or 12, bing, I'm out of here. I'm on the way some other place.
Okay, well, Mom, I have a quick question before you go. Mom, can you ask you a quick question first?
What would you like to ask?
Which do you think is better, England or France?
I think England is best for the most now. Now, maybe in next 10 or 15 years, it'll be better.
Okay.
Well, I've been in. Okay.
Taking a seat and going, huh?
Well, yeah, because I work there.
You did?
Fiji Katerina says,
and I probably have to do that soon. Also,
look, Fiji Katerina says this. There is a high that can last up to 3 years. It's not until after that you start to truly know each other. And how many people get divorced or break up in 5 years and why? And because there's a difference between working short term and working long term. Okay, so what do you think about those points?
So what I want to know is, I don't want you running around telling people what I'm doing.
I won't.
Okay. Now I'm going to go and until somebody actually talks to me about what he had done, or she had done, or whatever it was. I thought this would be very straight, because that's what it is usually for those. They always are doing that. They don't just say, "Oh, come tomorrow, we'll
take
do
a turn walking around with my mom.
Yeah.
And let her lead you to the important things that she's got to go to do.
Yeah. Oh. And for some reason, I'm
imagine.
Wait, Jane. Where are you going?
I'm going down the stairs.
Are you gonna go back in the house?
Yes. because I said I was going to give a second time, remember?
All right, go see the
Okay.
people. Go show Rachel where the people are you got to go see. Okay? This philosophical thinker says it's flawed because you won't know how long the relationship will be after long periods of time. Those periods are when you're both together, so it will be good throughout time till the end. Oh, it's because I bounced my knee. Makes it do that. I thought about that too, Jake Forrest. We've had this conversation. Like, you know, I've said to her, my concern is being jettisoned after I cease to be useful. You know, which is a perfectly fair concern. You know, I think it seemed like a more pressing concern when I was more convinced that. Okay, I'll sing a birthday song for Jean Grey. Thank you, Jake Forrest. I'll go get the guitar and I'll sing her song in a second. I mean, it's something we've talked about. And it's kind of a weird reality because there is that quality to Beta Quadra that, you know, if the relationship no longer serves them, then their NI is telling them, okay, we're not meant to be anymore. My heart's not in this anymore, so we should just split up. It has to do with a lack of familiarity-based attachment. Introverted sensing provides familiarity-based attachment. This is familiar. I want it. I can't imagine. I can't imagine meowity meowing. Jean Grey, when a man, I was gonna say when a man buys you a drink, that's why God invented message retract. All right, let me go get the guitar. But Jake Forrest, you raised certainly a very interesting question. Okay, what you need to do is you need to first evaluate your swim, then your climb, your kick, your punch, your blast, your play, and your sleep, all in that order. How do you close this notification? Get rid of this notification. No me gusta. No me gusta esta notification. Okay. Let's see. Eileen. Eileen, take this my bean, 'cause it's your birthday. Great. Hello and say hey, 'cause it's your birthday, and have this bean from me, Eileen. It's a birthday present that you've never seen. Happy birthday, happy birthday, birthday, Eileen. Thanks, Eileen. Thanks for your positive regard. I very much appreciate it. Cheers with this bottle of Heineken 0.0. So anyway, stuck in the 90s, I guess. 1995. Okay, let me put this down someplace where it won't fall over. Tom Jickelson, come on now. Don't be like that. Okay, I also want to pull a 3-pack for Eileen. A 3-pack of Flea Stacks, since it's her birthday, okay? Since the land of the lost, in the land of the lost, Eileen gets a 3-pack of Flea Stacks for her birthday. Uno. The Ponder card. The 4 cups. Time to ponder. It's your birthday. Perhaps that's when you're about, before you blow out the candle, you're wondering what you're going to wish for, right? That's the ponder period. 30 days, never would have predicted the worst betrayal I've ever had from someone. I mean, that's possible. We keep pulling the betrayal card in our relationship. Eileen. Get the Tower card. Remember, Tower's not necessarily all bad. Tower just means, well, it's pretty bad. It's not good. I'm not going to lie to you. But that's just the second and third cards, and we'll have to frame it first, okay? Fade Katarina, you make my heart like shake in my chest. Seriously, you make my heart shake in my chest when you say that. All right, well, here's what I'm thinking. Here's what I think in this context what this means for Eileen. Eileen's considering things, pondering some things, right? When Eileen's considering and pondering things, she's mostly pondering disaster and upheaval. Mostly pondering ruin and chaos. But it's also a catalyst, right? And impetus to change. Okay? Now, if she does ponder enough that she overcomes this disaster upheaval fixation and catalyzes herself into new action, then bam, some sort of partnership, some sort of kindred spirit she will meet. Together they will plan something. We don't know what yet. Could be building a suspension bridge. Who knows? 4 or 5 comments. What do you mean last 4 or 5 comments explain it? What do you mean? I want to know, Fiji Katarina. I want to know. I want to know, did the person cheat on you? Fiji Katarina? All right. I mean, I don't know. It's like I'm not irrational about the whole thing. This card fell out. I call it frame for the day. Frame for the day is ascension, completion, judgment, zenith. That's the theme for the day. Since it fell out. Kaizo polymath, you're being dorky. I don't appreciate your Kaizo-ness. You actually didn't realize you were Kaizo until after I put you on timeout, to be honest, Kaizo. If I'd seen your name before I saw your comment and timed you out, I would probably not have timed you out knowing it was you. Don't be a douche anyway. So, kind of my bad about that. I'm kind of sorry about it. I got bong rips here. I can pull some bong rips. I'm going to pull a pull. I'm going to pull a pull for Feiji Katarina. Okay, Feiji Katarina. Time to pull a pull for Feiji Katarina. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. So you got cheated on after 30 days? Is that what happened? So are you a chick, Feiji Katarina, or a dude? Are you a lesbian chick? Are you a scissor sister? She's a scissor sister. She's a sister. Okay. Ooh, you have to wait on that one, Bruce Wayne. I'm making a chart right now where I assign primary and secondary types to each card. Okay. But I am pulling cards right now for Fiji Katarina. I still don't know if you're a chick or a dude, Fiji Katarina. Card number 1 for Fiji Katarina. Pew. The Hermit. Card number 2 for Fiji Katarina. They're called Scissor Sisters, Jeeves. They prefer to be called Scissor Sisters. Okay. Card number 2 for Fiji Katarina. Ooh, Tower card popping out. Popping out like a dog's boner. Card number 3. The 3 of Pentacles. Apprentice, build, tool, school. All right, so basically, you got to withdraw because of the recent disaster that's happened or something, and position yourself in the learning role. Put on the learner's hat and grow some new skills. You're a girl. You're a girl who dates the girls. That's why I was confused, because you are a scissor sister. And there's nothing derogatory by that name, by the way. I've been planning to. In fact, I got to remind Rachel of this. Rachel and I, as part of our Tolerance for Diversity program, we're going to scissor, okay? In homage to scissor sisters everywhere. Okay. Let's see. Pull a card from Matthias Sanchez. Here we go. Gods Beyond Gender, PT. Card number 1 for Matthias Sanchez. Card number 2 for Matthias Sanchez. Card number 3 for Matthias Sanchez. All right, so look, you got some new ideas and shit. But if you want to be independent, comfortable, and flourishing, you're going to have to adhere to the protocols of authority. That's how it goes, Matthias Sanchez. If you want your great ideas to be realized in a way that leaves you independent and comfortable, you have to execute those ideas within the defined protocols of authority. Okay? Authority. Well, Taylor, I'm going to give you a second shot at him. Jeeves, I already told you I haven't mastered the art of magic crystals yet. I'm still working on that. Okay, I got all kinds of magic powers still to work on. I just barely touching the surface of magic here. Hi, Dad.
I still have an hour.
Yeah, sure. Take time.
Okay, I'll be back at 4:30.
Sure, take your time. All right, Taylor. Here we go. What's going on with Taylor Van Amberg? TVA, they call him Taylor Van Amberg. One card. Yeah. Ace of Pentacles. Nice. Second card. Justice. Third card. Couple of pentacles in the mix here, plus justice. So it looks like you could come out the beneficiary of some sort of formally adjudicated matter. Okay, for example, a court case or some patriarch of the family makes a decision that you're impacted by in some way to your benefit. Something like that could be in the mix, or it could be that if you want to increase new money, and generally you have to adhere to and uphold justice in order to actually realize those gains. All right, good job, Eric. Good job reading those for Taylor Van Amball. Thanks, Rick Benson. I appreciate it. Jake Forrest wants to be next. Hey, you never know. Sometimes the tarot will surprise you. All right. So, Jake Forrest, would you like Eric to do your cards, or would you like Rick Benson to do your cards? You got a choice here. Who's going to pull your cards, Jake Forrest? Remember, Eric has a nicer reading style with the cards than Rick Benson. Rick Benson can be a little harsh. So, it depends on your cards. Oh, you want Eric to do it? Okay. All right. Here we go, Jake Forrest. Piao. Card number 1. Motivator. Generous. King of Rods. Worldly. Direct. Card number 2. The Journey Voyage card. Interesting. Transition. Departation. The 6 of Swords. Yeah, I'll get you next, PT. The last one for Jake Forrest. Imagine, dream, visualize the 7 of Cups. Now, I want to point something out here. There's nothing future in this set of cards here. You got your past-looking, grounded King of Rods, dealing with existing resources. Okay. You got your transition guy. He's on a boat. He's got some swords sticking in the boat. Why would he do that? That could poke holes in the boat, right? It's a little bit of a risky boat to ride in.
Right. I thought maybe about 5:30 we'd go down and get Canada Express, not the family, but 4 different.
Sure.
And we just eat out here.
Sounds good. Thanks, Dad. And for your third card, Jake Forrest. Okay, we're back to this guy. Notice he's mostly facing, yes, he's facing a little bit east, a little future. But he's mostly facing north towards the eternal things. This is my interpretation of this shit. North means eternal truths, non-cyclical. Okay? South means ongoing processes. Cyclical has infinity somewhere in there. Okay? So this guy's eternal, non-cyclical. This guy's mostly eternal, non-cyclical, only a little bit actually in the future. This guy's in the past. This is a very non-future looking, non-process looking, but rather meaning focused pull for you, whoever that was. Who did I pull this for? Jake Forrest? Okay. So somebody else wants one? Oh yeah, PT. I told you PT. I'd do PT next, and I'm going to do Sarah Jasmine M. PT next, then Sarah Jasmine M. PT 1. PT2. So there is within you, philosophical thinker, an ongoing struggle, an ontological struggle, a struggle to know yourself, a struggle to know the truth, a struggle to know the way of being along which you should proceed to best manifest the most philosophically, most thinkery philosophical thinker who ever philosophically thought. A struggle exists within for you to find that person whom you wish and must manifest according to your destiny. And in the presence of this ongoing battle, you're experiencing regret and sadness, woe, despair. You spilled 3 of your cups. You're like, fuck, that's the majority of my cups. Now, if you can avoid and solve this little struggle and find a course of action, you will attain the beautiful harvest of your inner goddess, your fertility mother, okay? That could be making shit. That could be getting married. That could be, becoming a dog breeder. Could be any number of things. All right, so there you go, PT. Now, who was next on this thing? Who said something we wanted one? Sarah Miadity. No. Sarah Jasmine M. Yes, Sarah Jasmine M. Hey, Mommy. Rachel, you want me to take over, Mommy? And you do Sarah Jasmine M? All right, I got it.
Okay. So this is for Sarah Jasmine M. Do you have a question? Okay. Hi, everyone. So I'll draw, I don't know if Eric was doing the 3 cards or not, but that's what I'll do for you, Sarah. Three fell out, so. Okay. Hi. Okay, so. I don't know which one. I'm just going to tell you them the way that I have them in my hand. This is the 2 of Wands. Partnership, visionary, vision, path, plan, aligned, kindred. So you might want to work on something with a family member or a friend, something creative. You might have a vision and see, like, he's holding the world in his hand. So it's like this, like, the beginning of, like, creation. And it's not one, it's 2 wands. So it's with 2 people, maybe even the merging of 2 ideas, merging of 2 people from different places.
Come on, Mom. Come on up here.
And then we have the 3 of Pentacles.
Time for you to get school.
Yep. Apprentice, tools, school. 3 of Pentacles. This is all about working at your craft and it being admired. People are taking notice that, oh, you're starting to learn, you're starting to grow. And this growth actually might help you financially too.
But it's also a card rooted in humility because it's about an apprentice, not a master.
Yep. So you might even be surprised at the accolades that you get. You're just working on, doing your best, but it's actually getting appreciated. And the last card,
Who can trust
feel, moments, vibes. So you might be feeling really good about this. You might even have some intuition of how you can make these plans and put them into action. Actually, it's more about formulating what feels right for what you have in plans. The High Priestess is all about like meditation, staying still, being contemplative. Do you have anything you want to add to that, Eric?
Probably it has something to do with your uterus.
And that too. Yeah.
Check your uterus and see if you see any little crescent moons in there. That means you won at the game of uterus lucky charms.
It's color blue too, which is very calming. But
Mom is turning those pages quite angrily.
yeah.
Mom took a pill though, so.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay. I knew around year 4 it would end, and I knew it would end badly. There was no other way with her. We were joking about that Jeeves in the car about me taking her phone away. I've never taken her phone away. Okay.
We were talking about this today.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot of things.
One
here.
comment on one typing personality, typing the artistry.
You know what you're going to do is going to make everything a mess because Scotland,
Do not leave blue comments.
the other referendum,
I
it's
think-
from Scotland.
So I'm a yellow personality, and I think sometimes it's really important to incorporate the blue into our lives because without that blue, it could be pretty shallow.
What color am I?
I don't know.
How do you find out?
There's a quiz.
Is yellow sunshiny or what? What's like sometimes sunshiny, sometimes angry?
Well, so maybe yellow and red.
Orange.
Yeah, there you go.
Maybe I'm orange.
Orange, it could be. Yeah, and I'm actually red and blue, so I'm purple.
There you go. Purple and orange, perfect color combination.
Yeah,
I'm thinking,
Everybody loves wearing purple.
Oh wait,
and
I'm
orange.
lying. No, I'm not red and blue. I'm not red.
What are you?
I'm
Yellow
yellow and
and
blue,
blue.
so green.
You're green, and I'm red and yellow, which is orange. Green and orange, not much better than purple and orange.
Yeah, no, it's very Irish.
All right. I left links at the house to check your channel.
Bye,
reminder.
PT.
I left it on yesterday's upload. Reminder bell still not repeated. Thank you.
Oh,
We will
thank
check
you.
it. We will
Yeah.
fix it. I appreciate it. I'm kind of lame like that, you know. I forget shit.
First time caller, long time listeners. Let my scissors card ride.
All
Let's
right.
see.
Why
I
don't
want to draw a card for your scissoring, Jeebus. See how successful
How
it'll be.
successfully will Jeeves accomplish scissor? I was reminded by this conversation by Rachel that you and I still have to scissor later. We were planning on scissoring at some point. We haven't done so yet. So,
It's only the most intimate.
well, it's that way we can win lesbianism as well as heterosexuality.
I think.
That's how you win lesbianism. It's by being the best scissor.
The bag. Okay. Jeebus, your card for scissoring, will it be successful? I'm sorry, Kane.
We've got to get
Virtuoso, patriarch,
I'll walk
clout,
over there.
seasoned, virtuoso, emperor. So I'd say get that scissoring on. You're gonna be in charge of it. Actually, you might be watching it.
No.
This kind of looks more like a watcher.
Time to get your scissor on. Time to get your scissor on. Get your scissor on.
That's good advice, Vincent's mom. I did this exercise, and I think it actually helped me clear out some energy before starting things with Eric. In my journal,
David, I need you to get something out of that.
so
We have to.
Okay.
Okay.
in my journal, I started from my very first relationship to my most recent, and I wrote about the ways that the relationship positively impacted me, because I have a tendency to look back and see why it didn't work. I'm not more inclined to like look at it and be like, oh, that was a success. But by kind of like meditating and being, I don't know, like
If you'll
looking at it from a different perspective, really helped me get over the relationships.
if you have go and get something from and maybe get some.
Okay, so
Bring-
there's some
bring-
crystals.
Bring some
What kind
stuff.
of crystals you got? Maybe. I have a lot of crystals in New York. Also, it's worse when the people who do it actually do it to the people they claim to love or are living on. I just think that breakups suck. Like, in general, I don't think there's anyone that is more or less difficult. Yeah. It's all
We've got
about
to
the
go.
chemistry and how two people get along, and I think it's different for
If we
everyone.
take my clock,
Journaling
it's
is
big.
smart. Oprah has this idea where you write down your feelings and thoughts about the lost one, and then you burn the paper and reset your mind to new gains, not
I
losses.
tell you
Yeah,
what,
it's
I
a lot.
won't bother you.
Winston's mom.
I'll
That's
just
a
go.
good.
myself. I'm tired of this.
It's a good practice, and a lot of people do
This is
it to
destroying
the
me.
moon too. But
Destroying me. When you do that, I will never have a life. I will never have anything.
Oh,
I'm
Mom,
not getting
pretty sure you're not
smiles
going
or
to
tears
destroy
now.
me.
I'm just trying to work through every part as it appears. That's
What?
good.
I said, Mommy, relax. It's okay. Ain't nobody going to destroy you today.
I don't need that. I don't want that. Don't even look at
I'm
it.
sorry.
I don't know what Rachel's doing wrong.
Carol.
Mom,
Sorry.
why you gotta be so sassy? So filled up with
Bye, Jay
sass.
Forrest.
Won't you just
Glad you like the cards.
my mommy and chill out?
Well, I had enough communication to work my way out of it. I'll agree. It's bad for everyone, but I would say that it's equally bad.
Running off.
I just think, I mean,
Only don't know just to get lost.
where
you going? Running west.
I guess I'm pretty touched by most relationships that I have in my life. So whether it's a relationship that I decided to end, or if it's a family relationship or a friend relationship or a romantic relationship, it still affects me. And it still has a shitty feeling part of it to some degree. It was scary. The good part to it is that I'm way more educated now. Exactly. Oh my gosh, Jeremiah. She's always very happy to see him, I will say. Every time that we come in from next door and Eric's mom is sitting at the table, she's, oh, I like you, to Eric. She's always very excited to see him. Biggie, in a decade or so, you can check out this person and giggle over their ugly children or yucky date to the union. Or their fat pets who have no personality. Revenge is best served later. Yeah, that's true too. I just had two the last we were friends. That's really nice. I have not been able to be friends with someone who I had like an intimate connection with. I mean, not since high school. It could be because I'm an SX and socionics. I think that's part of, or no, I'm sorry, Enneagram. So I like more deep, intimate relationships, even with my friendships. So maybe that's why it affects me a little bit more. I would love, I think ideally, I would love to have had breakups with people where I was still friends with them. But once you start a new relationship, it gets a little tricky for me. Only mothers appreciate son is when they go away. I don't think just sons. Like, I know my parents, they miss me more when I'm gone too. Fat pets do rule. They're the cutest and you can cuddle with them. And they usually don't want to move around a lot. Although the vets usually make them go on diets, so that's not a fun part. And I am since I'm 17. Oh, see, I think that's like so mature. And since he's the father of your children and you make it work like a friendship, that dynamic is very healthy. Rachel, what has everyone in the house eaten today? I wonder if Jane is hungry. I know. Does she drink enough water? I think she's hungry too. We went out to lunch around what? 1 o'clock. She's eaten since then. Funny, Rosimos. Hope your SoundCloud's still doing really well. And it's funny that you mentioned the Fool, because boom, that's the bottom of the deck card. Who is the Fool that is foolproof? The one who realizes that it's foolish to take yourself too seriously. That's great. The best for the kids. Sometimes that's the right thing to do. Basically, it's good for the kids to see that the parents at least work together in some degree. Perhaps ferrets have the cognitive ability of a 2-year-old child. Oh, they will bite when they are baby meepers, but are taught not to bite us and other ferrets. Strangers may get bit. They are toothy. Do they nip? Is it like nipping, or is it like more like a cat will actually bite? Vicky, I had this too, and it changed it because of the damage you break the cycle. Yeah, it's true. The psychological scarring is tough, and I believe it can take some healing, in whatever degree, in whatever fashion that means for you. Oops. Go away. Is your shirt blue and white or black and gold? Is that a trick question, Tom? It's blue and like this like mustard and color. Is it possible you're ENFP? Did you consider it? Sure, I do still consider it. Here's the thing: is that okay? So I have been testing before really like learning about typology I've only tested as an ENFP, and actually sometimes an ENTP, depending on the test. But there has been a lot of debate recently as to whether those online tests are actually effective or not. So I'm not ruling out ENFP because it's something that I have tested as in the past and know, but I am open to challenging that because cognitive functions are extremely important in typing people, and I believe that most of those tests online are not specific enough in their questioning. How'd it go? Wow.
Well, she's still a little pissy.
Should we give her some food?
That'd be good. Let me get her something to snack.
Okay.
Here, Mom, sit down here and I'll bring you a snack, okay?
What? What? You
Sit down
didn't
here,
give
I'll
the
bring you a
distinct.
snack.
What?
A snack.
Quiet. And then make out the door and everything.
I thought that was a throwback trick question. That dress, it was like golden white or like black and blue. That was funny.
I don't
I'm
know.
sure who's
I
blue,
don't
golden
know.
was Tom.
I don't know, and I do know.
Ayo.
And then, as
Here,
in,
Mom, eat this
You're
muffin and
welcome,
wait for the
Red.
benzos to kick in.
It means a very long process. Wipe everything, start slowly, bring back. I go through it every memory,
Yeah,
understand
there
it,
you go.
or talk to the people. Don't be alone. That's great. It sounds like you have a pretty good understanding of what it takes for you to go through the process of a breakup. I'm a Capricorn. Capricorn Aquarius, actually. I'm on the cusp. Oh, that looks good. Rachel, I don't know if you're an E or an I, but I do know that I see more NI than NE in you. And I do not see sensing first. Yeah, sensing. I'm not good at those daily chores, daily routines. I have to work on those every day. You were sad the other day. Has a breakup just happened to you? Let all the emotions have me. Get bored of the emotions. Keep things I like. Get rid of things I don't want or need. What are some future goals, milestones I wanted to achieve? I'd like to get married and have a family. That is a goal that I would like.
well, it's hard to do. It's
I know.
hard to get it to be perfect.
It is. It is, Jane. You're right. And I would like to work in media entertainment to some degree, more creatively. How far away is Thanksgiving?
You feel
What happened
better
just
having
before
eaten?
last Thanksgiving?
That looks good,
I
David.
stopped counting at 6
That-
months.
That looks really good.
You were just hungry, huh, Mom?
No,
Taylor Van Amberg, what kind of pizza are you getting? Yum, blueberry muffin. Winston's mom, I think you were right about the food. Stand up and walk the dog. See, I like to have goals, but I also like to be flexible in them because I know that if I have a big goal for myself and I don't even get close to it, I feel like why did I even tell people? Why did I even do this? Like, why did I even set myself up for this? Rachel, did you read the book Little Women? Joe's Boys Are the Sequels. What if you and host Eric ran a daycare center? That is often done on the bases and is a great way to work from home. I've thought about that, a daycare from home. And I do know Little Women actually, but I've never seen, I didn't know about Joe's Boys. So I like editing. I find that when I'm on Snapchat, I love using the GIFs and the stickers, and I'm very, very good at that. Like I would say on Instagram and Snapchat, I get the most responses because of my editing. Oh, the Shar-Pays. They're so cute. How are they?
They
Gray?
have a way to do that.
Thank you. Three cheers. It just got hot in here. There must be an Eric in the atmosphere. Ooh. Get messed up and then I try to be thankful for something in a week. They sleep. Oh, I have to keep them lazy. Aw. Daycare or school. My great aunt's home was turned into a school in Maplewood. I believe you can keep up to 6 people per adult per home in most states. I want to walk on a suicide hotline and help people. That's wonderful,
Sounds
Jean
like,
Grey.
sounds like a very depressing thing to do.
It is. That would be. I've used those. I've never used a suicide line, but I've used a mental health hotline, and it was great. It helped me a lot. I did. My sisters keep trying to get me to read it. It's a classic book. Actually, the movie's coming out of. Oh, thanks, you guys. The movie. Ooh. Thank you.
Thank you.
They give you a mushy one?
Is that extra salt?
I don't know.
That's really good.
One of the main reasons why it's great to have non-alcoholic beer in existence. So you can eat olives and drink beer.
Can you be good down here? This is just
You know,
it's the longest feather I've ever seen.
it's a pretty long one.
I should make a pen out of it.
Yeah, this is like the 4 score and 7 years ago kind of thing. It's a peacock, a female peacock feather. It's as long as my arm from my elbow to my hand, a little longer.
Wow.
So from my bicep to my hand.
Like them biceps and hands.
I always thought if Joe was an EHP shrug, I never read the book, and yet have touched herself. I know Eric preparing bad things, not always just bad. That's helping a lot.
Hi, Kitty. Hey there, sweetie. Kitty.
Well, you know, I will say this: it is scary to be in a relationship like the one I'm currently in, for sure. You know, somebody raised the point of, well, we'll see how it goes once Rachel starts professionally acting. You know, okay.
Hi, sweetie.
Well,
Right here. Here, look at this. Hey, here.
basically,
Look.
I'm accusing you of pursuing me for ulterior motives.
Look, sweetie.
I think that
Well, you got me.
that I would be using you for ulterior motives. I don't know how.
Like, basically, at some point, you'll successfully get gigs as a professional actress, and then jettison me as no longer
Well,
useful.
if that is the time of this,
That's the gist of the critique.
you could take and put it right in now. Because it's out now and wants to wander around and see
Yeah.
who has the most.
I mean,
Well,
go ahead, Rachel.
no, I'd like to hear what you say first.
Just that. It's an interesting question. It raises a lot of sub questions. You know, like should somebody, let's say, one partner becomes. They start off as just random Joe and random Mary. One partner becomes super famous. Should that person dump the other person because they're no longer compatible, because they're no longer, there's sort of a power inequality or something? I don't know.
So
I know
sad.
you would like
I mean,
that.
it
You would
always
like
makes me
all of
think
that,
of-
but you're not going to get it. You're right. And we've got to leave soon.
Sounds to me like you need more olives, Mom. You weren't fussing when you were eating that muffin.
Yeah. So I think that's totally. So it makes me keep on thinking of that song, like "Don't You Want Me" by Human League. Like,
Mm-hmm. This is something we've talked about before. We haven't brought up in the chat, by the way.
yeah, we
talked
definitely
about it
discussed
at
this.
some length. you know?
Yeah, yeah. I keep on feeling good after when we talk about it. I think that's a good sign. I'm not looking.
But then when they don't do it after that, then that's over.
Okay. Keep that in mind, Mom.
So I'm not looking. I'm looking.
I'll get you another muffin.
I love the craft of it. Like, I don't worship Hollywood stars. I actually don't even really worship the lifestyle, because I think that a lot of good-natured people get sucked into the industry, which it really is.
Here you go, Mom. There's some more
Um,
muffins for you.
Thank you.
And those morals and values do change. Like, do I think that I am impervious to those things? No. But that's not why I want to do it. In fact, I've always wanted to act and produce and write with a team of friends. Because being, when a person is alone and they don't have like support in a very artistic field, you could get a person could get influenced really easily. And I think I'm extremely hyper aware of that. So to be working with you and to have you as support, like, I feel like giving that up would be a lot. And I think it would be a lot of like unnecessary risk.
How, Petey? Hi, Petey.
Well, I mean, the thing is, it's an interesting question because, of course, I don't think, if she were to leave me at some point for some other thing, then it's not like I wouldn't be without options. I would find myself still with options one way or the other. The thing is, however, the question she kept asking as we discussed it was, but why is it that you feel it's more likely I'm going to leave you, Eric, than you're going to leave me? Why should we assume that basic thing which seems to be assuming here?
Right, because I was actually, I was just going to
really
ask you the same thing. So what?
I mean, I gave you a lot of reasons as to why that might be the case. A lot of them are predicated on you being an ENFJ. Wow, Amber Dratcher. Thanks, Amber Dratcher. I like the new picture. Air hugs to you too.
Now, where did he just go? Get him and bring him here now. I asked you to do that, and you haven't done it.
I'm not going to go get Daddy's at the gym. Just eat your meal. Choke up your olive juice with your muffin and eat it.
No, this is not a laughing time this time.
Sorry, I know
sorry,
you're
Mom.
right.
I'm sorry. Scolded for laughing.
Yeah. I
Some
mean, I
might be a
feel
wisdom, though.
positive. Yeah.
But you gotta
I
understand,
really.
Me, address wins one thing. I feel most positive when I address things and have command of the narrative. I don't like leaving narratives unaddressed that have been raised. I can't unraise them. So I tend to want to address everything.
Wow.
Now, Rachel, I'm going to need to transubstantiate a couple bongos for ambidextrous.
I think that's a great idea.
So I'm going to go get the torch. So we can't officially transubstantiate without a torch.
But then remember,
it's
hey.
No, it's not working, but we can spark it. You know?
Okay.
I think we can't transubstantiate with a regular light. I'll be right back, Mom.
Where's the
Okay.
olives? Oh,
There's peanuts there. There's peanuts for you too, Rachel.
what?
And honey bunch of peanuts there for you too.
Oh, thank you. Hey, Jake, yes, that is Eric's mom.
So, ambidextrous, today you're getting some special weed. Transubstantiated from the garden of God himself. That is a rainbow sherbet. Okay?
Yeah, we're very impressed with it.
Rainbow sherbet. We are very impressed with it. You can't really see on this camera. We've already tried, but I'll try again.
Yeah, why is not?
But it's not that high res, you know.
Mm.
But here's the thing. It's very dense and quite stony. So, yes, that's my mom. Eric is not rich, Tom Jiggleston. That's crazy sauce. Don't be drinking the crazy sauce.
Richness. He's rich in
I'm
like life.
rich in
This
life.
is like-
Yeah, I mean we're leading a great life right now. Okay, I will say that. That for sure. We are leading a great life because of a lot of things, but one of them is not because I'm rich. Okay, don't think that's the case at all.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh, he is. He is rich in creativity, charisma, and contentment.
Cheers. Rachel and I were
That
talking
after
last night about that, about
is
how
a-
satisfied I am.
Rachel is after maximum social. Yeah, I agree with you, Hunter Smumbler. It is to my advantage because a lot of people who go into the industry, they're alone, and that's
Horace Mumbler's point is my aspirations are bigger than that anyway. She knows that, and she knows coming in I do plan to become president.
yeah.
But,
And then
you know,
I told you I expressed that I really want to work creatively, like in creative. So
right, and she's liking us doing this kind of stuff together. You like live streaming, right?
yeah, and I
You like doing tarot with me. She's told me on a few occasions she really likes the way that
oh my
I've
gosh,
collaborated with
so
her on tarot understanding.
You're so talented. It blows my mind.
This bong rip is being transubstantiated for the one, the only, the beast mama of beast mamas.
If Melania divorced the Donald, would she
Amber.
get the White House?
Drescher. I
Nope.
hereby transubstantiate this rainbow sherbet for your lungs.
I love that.
That looked very good. Boy, this,
You'd have to ask Amber Drescher, Mom.
Yeah.
I can't feel it, but I bet.
okay, now we need to go soon. Yes, we have to. We have to.
Are you sure you just don't need to get a little irie, Mom?
What?
Maybe you need a bong rip.
I don't know what you've got your thumb on
I'm
something.
thinking you
I can't
need
even
to. I
see.
think you need to pull a bong rip and chill the fuck out, dog. All right, that's all I'm saying.
Wait, you're a libertarian?
I'm not at anything. I'm a correctist. Okay, I'm correct about every given specific position, independent of any group, whether it's conservative, liberal, libertarian, or anything else.
I think I'm registered as independent.
Well, I'm joining a new political party called the Correctists, the people who are correct about everything. Hey, Mom, who do you like better, Rachel or Kimberly?
What are the two?
Jeebus has been asking this all stream long, so fine. Who do you like better, Rachel or Kimberly?
I like the one that the other does better.
You like Kimberly better?
Yes. It does.
I'm so sorry, Rachel. it's ISFJ bias, okay? It's one ISFJ being biased to another ISFJ. It's not fair.
She's always nice to me.
She actually loves Rachel. She loves the shit out of Rachel.
She loves us.
She does.
She's in a mood today.
She is in a mood, yeah.
But no offense taken.
Okay, now Rachel, I need you to please transubstantiate a bong rib for Amber Drescher as well, if you don't mind. You hold this, I'll operate the torch for you. It's gonna be there you go.
You're part of the party.
I'll leave that there. Or I can give it to you if you want to continue.
Yes, I'm a correctocrat. Very good, Horse Mumber. Thank you for that. Don't touch it! Oh, god damn it! I couldn't say it fast enough. You're gonna burn yourself, baby. Thank you for defending Rachel and providing me a good narrative regarding that, Horse Mumber. I appreciate that. You get 5 chat points for that. Probably Democrat, I guess. Maybe Republican. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna stress that I'm not that party, even though I'm running as that. And you know where? I think I know where Eric gets his irascibility from. It's from dealing with you and your wrong ideas about introverted sensing, Jack. That's what. I wish everybody had been there to see. I wish you were recorded. Jack and I exchanging zingers with each other last night. First, I zinged the fuck out of him, and then he got me back like 3 minutes later. It's just like, damn, fucking ETPs. It was great. It was funny. No clown party. I don't know what the clown party is.
Posse?
Well, I'll
Bye,
try to
Sarah.
go, but if you guys don't want to go, that's okay.
Bye, Sarah. Bye, Sarah. Bye, Sarah. Bye. Bye, Sarah. Bye.
Bye.
Jean Grey. Bye, Princess Mom. Bye, Princess. Bye, Sarah.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, Jeeves. Bye, Sarah. And you have me on at 4 a.m. middle faculty too. Yeah, well, don't rub it in, Jack. Don't rub it in, okay? Jeeves enjoys Mom on the show. Happy birthday again, Gene, from us too. His pony, his rifle, and me.
Well, the other day, I finally got through to get for the things that they were doing on the head, not the way we do it, you know. And she was wonderful, and we had the whole thing. And the man actually was telling them things as he went in.
Well, you're still talking about Kimberly. I think she is.
Yeah, I think so too.
She does go there to get her haircut
Did she
still.
go yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what
It's
I thought.
that.
Yeah.
And
She
so and the
You
guy
might
was nice.
wonder, you might think to yourself, why does Eric's mom still
thought
get her
so,
hair
too.
cut with Eric's ex-girlfriend that he just broke up with in a very contentious and kind of dramatic fashion? You might think that. You might wonder that. Well, that's a little
Happy
something
birthday,
called
everyone.
it's a little something called SI tool function. You see, that's how Dad has been getting her haircut. Therefore, it's the right way to get her haircut, regardless of anything else.
It's familiar. It works.
Right. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
But she just got her haircut like before that. Aww. You're welcome, Amber Thrasher.
Everybody loves somebody sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody loves somebody sometimes. Dun, 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 dun. Is that song? I'm surprised I even knew that one. First when I read it, I was like, I don't know that song. But when I said it out loud, it turned into a song. I guess I did.
Okay, do you want to go to the bigger, the other room that was bigger?
No, this room is fine.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever you want to do, let me know, and then I'll go. I'll go.
Aw. You're the best.
Thanks, Rachel. You're the best.
Hmm.
So, it makes perfectly good sense to have and to actually talk about the sort of doubts that one might naturally have regarding a relationship that is 30 days old and that has comprised like 3 days or 4 or 5 days of talking to each other, and then talking to each other by video conference, and then from the moment we first see each other till 30 days later, living together in very close proximity in a small back house. It's not necessarily been well arranged heretofore, although we've gotten it really fixed up now. With the beds against the thing, it's a lot better, right? So the thing is, I forgot what I was talking about.
Oh, the things to watch out for in the beginning of a new relationship?
Oh, well, basically that if I heard about somebody else doing this, I'm trying to think, like, well, what would I think? Like, would I think to myself, that's going to work probably because they're still into each other after 30 full days of close proximity? Or would I think, that's got to be not, that's not going to work somehow? I don't know why I would think that. What would be the rationale for it not working? Like, the suddenness. Like, what's the warrant by which sudden intenseness is contraindicative of longevity? I don't really know of what there would be one,
I don't think there will be either. I think I've got very little.
Good.
Sorry, I was thinking about your mom. It's making me laugh again. Oh my god. We gave her she had a lot of tea, and so we gave her the coal at the end of the night.
My dad's like, is that our caffeine? Yes,
I was like, oh, I don't think about that, like caffeine.
Jean Grey, I don't think we can really destroy it with overthinking like that. And the reason is, we're both extremely metaphysical types. We process everything into meanings. Her more individual archetypes and things like that. Me more into sets of words that explain things. So, to say, hey, don't overthink it, don't overtalk it, you're going to kill it. It's to say, don't approach this naturally.
Well, especially for you.
Right. Now, I might overtalk it to her, but we talk about all kinds of different things.
Yeah, we do.
We happen to be talking about the relationship right now because it's a 30-day thing. We do talk about it a lot in general.
Yeah.
But
we
talk about a lot of other things too.
True.
What time is it now?
The time right now. Good question, Mom. It's 4:20, y'all.
Yo.
It's 4:20.
It's been so long since I've smoked on 420.
That's what time it is. It's 4:20. It's time for Rachel's 4:20
time.
long
It's
run.
caterpillar time.
It's caterpillar time, y'all.
Now, when is she coming back?
Who? Mom? Dad?
Yeah.
Dad is coming back whenever he comes back. Who knows?
He said a time.
I think he said 4:30.
Okay.
Ooh la la, Jeebus, you better go look. You better go look. Naked lady alert. Eileen is naked right now. All you gotta do is quickly look in her video conference window and see her nude.
Master clock 1620. Yeah. Naval observatory time. I thought that was military time.
What's the best movie I've ever seen? I have to say Infinity War, which is a different answer than
Oh
my
my
favorite
god,
movie.
you love
It's a
it!
different answer than my favorite movie, okay? But that's the best,
Wait,
most well-made, put together, like fucking slam bam action movie wow that I've ever seen.
Well, anyway, this is full.
That is full.
Yeah, it's got lots of it in. But anyway, they're here.
Here you go, 420.
So whatever. But eventually, if it's close enough to me, I can get them going.
It's a club.
Oh yeah, it is. Ooh, pretty nice. I've had that the nobleman. I think I had a boyfriend who sold like 10,000 from me. I moved cross country, so I feel you there. He'll come back.
He'll come back?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like eventually he'll get the $1,000 back. Yeah.
I'll just be glad when we're gone from these. And we just go ahead and do it. Yeah. Because the others, we don't have the strength. Yeah. And they'll come out and say, oh, look, oh, you're doing well. I said, yes, you know, and now I have to go back to work and make sure that I keep this going.
So if anybody has any questions about typology, any questions about relationships, any questions for the oracle, if you want to ask my mom an oracular question, please make sure it's oracularly themed. You can just type into the chat here. Hashtag ATO. You can leave off the hashtag if you want. ATO means question for mom, okay? You put that before your question.
We asked the oracle.
What did you ask her?
Huh?
I'm just reminding everybody of what's going on here today. We've got a few different themes. You can talk about relationships, whether Rachel and I will work out long term or not, whether she's a scoundrel who will just use me to get into dog food commercials and then throw me asunder because Brad Pitt winks at her from a party. At a party. Right? That's sort of the
He has
storyline.
some guts if he did.
He'd have some guts?
Mm-hmm.
Right, well, he wouldn't want to run about with me.
Obviously.
Hey, Mom, who is the fool that is foolproof?
I don't know.
She doesn't know.
Which is the truth.
I know that's a good answer.
Someone typed me as an ISFJ, huh? Wow. Surprising. Rachel, do you think I'm an ISFJ?
And these are
My face at
comfortable.
everything there.
I like the fact that it has that extra thing.
Would ESFP be a good match with INTJ?
Yeah.
Yes, they're actually duals. I think that would be a good match. Cognitive type typed me as ISFJ. Really? Is there a link? I'm curious. I know you can't post it here, but is there a link to a video or something?
Well, there's a lot of debris.
Okay, Mom, question for you. Will there be rain on Tuesday?
I don't know.
She doesn't know. It's not adequately oracular question, obviously.
But she's honest. She really doesn't know.
But look, Corchester won't let you post a link, but I'm curious. Here, maybe I'll tell you what. Don't do anything dumb. I'm gonna make you a moderator briefly so you can put a link, okay?
It says planters, honey hosted peanuts, dry roasted.
Okay, Winston's mom wants to know, Mom, will Rachel and Eric own a cat together?
And we weren't doing it alike, but they happened to have the second place. They liked the place.
You mean we just happen to have these cats here and we didn't really buy them together? That's true.
Yeah.
Can an ENFJ be a good storyteller as in personal stories? Sure, I think an ENFJ could be a good storyteller as in personal stories, but they probably wouldn't be authentically personal stories. They'd be practiced meows. Mom, what is love?
Mm-hmm.
What is love?
It's when they've come to something they like very much and they want to make it larger, and they want to make sure that they really like it, or maybe they may want to change its color. Yeah.
Oh my god, I love your home so
Thanks,
much.
Court Jester.
Are you reading down there too?
So because, and it helps to be a debate coach, I am long practiced in recognizing the many different forms of argumentation that people can possibly make. And in fact, I've even come up with a set of criteria that you can generate out of the cognitive functions. This is to say, you can make arguments that appeal to each of the values implicit to the functions. Ones that appeal to novelty or singularity, or solvency, which is TE, or consistency, which is TI, or social agreement, which is FE, or
When that's-
individual authenticity,
when this
which
is
the individual FI.
Then
You
don't
can
give me
come
any
up
of
with
those,
frames
because I'm
that
going to
comprise
that.
criteria and debates
That
for each of those
Yeah,
cognitive functions.
okay.
all right.
So recognizing how people argue and what frames they typically default back towards is a good way to distinguish function processes. And I typically differentiate between the two by asking an individual to talk to me about.
Why
their
would
past.
anybody
For
type me
example,
as
Benjamin,
ISFJ from this video?
what were you like 15 years ago? Were you a nice guy or a mean guy? SI user.
Right.
You're not giving any specific examples. You don't seem to have a very clear understanding of your own past or in terms of examples. And so
Right.
that means using the non-exemplifying
Yeah.
epistemology,
You're like,
which is
sure.
NI,
Nothing is
to
in
start by differentiating
So
on
I'm
the
not
SI
considering
NI. Now, SE choose consistency.
There's nothing. It's just a clip of me. Oh, SEFI, SIFE. It says right here. I see an example of SIFE that is say ISFJ.
Hmm.
Unless it's me explaining it, possibly.
Cognitivetype.net. They use you as an example as
Of ISFJ.
so,
I'll have to look more into that later. It's weird.
thank you for the link.
Yeah, thanks
Who
for the
was
link,
that?
Court Jester.
Yeah.
Use me as an example. Wow. Of ISFJ? That's so weird. Like, they don't really understand ISFJs very well, I guess. Who would think I would seem like an ISFJ, you know?
No.
I live in Los Angeles
Where is-
County. County of Angels, as it's called.
Well, they've done it for years. I
You like
know
eating
them.
olives like cereal?
Yeah,
I guess.
I know them on it. The only time they started doing helping the other people, they went in and for about 2 days or 3 days. They didn't give them anything, and then they put them in another thing. And this time they're gradually working out. They're big and they're tall and they want to do it, you know. But they said, well, where can we go and practice? So I took them out to the main big one over there. And they did like that. They had a good time. And I said, okay, now you've done all yours. That's it, right? Right.
Jean Grey, that's a good thing for you to be saying.
Yeah.
That makes clear some things. Then you go like, I'm 41, but I look way younger. You're saying, I'm possibly down. You know, hit me up. All right? That's good. Because there's
I know.
plenty of takers, believe me. You know, she's attractive. There's a lot of people who want to get on you, I'm sure. So,
What?
I said she's attractive. A lot of people want to get on her.
Yeah, so yeah.
And so being open to the possibility of somebody of sufficient caliber for your own judgment saying, I want to get on you, well, that's good. You set yourself some opportunities that way. It's good.
Yeah.
Got these going. These are really great little things.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
You don't like the argumentation. ISFJ don't like argumentation. They say, oh, they are not submissive. Rebecca, I gotta tell you, ISFJs are not submissive. They just seem that way to somebody who's
True.
not in a close relationship with them.
Great point.
But they are not submissive. They are quite fighty.
Yeah.
They are irrational.
Did they not hear your mom before?
Well, I mean, we also get to see Your Abby is hilarious, Rachel.
Thanks.
I'm not your wife or anything, but I know what you're doing. I know that. I can see the stuff. Yeah.
Okay, you're not my wife, but you are my mom.
Oh my god. This
Yeah.
is like the best ever.
You know those things. The other one does too, but most
Yeah.
people don't go into it very much.
By the way, Jean Grey, I want to chime in here. He said that I have any opinion about your type. It is that you are an INTP. Okay? I want to clarify that. INTP. I always thought you were an INTP. I don't think my personality is completely submissive, PG Katerina says. Are you an ISFJ? You're not submissive. You're stubborn. Oh, you don't even know the meaning of the word stubborn until you run into ISFJ stubbornness.
Yeah, even ESTJs say that they're stubborn.
Mm-hmm. My mom, when she put her foot down around here, she won those arguments. No, 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 no! No, 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 no! Freak out like that.
Oh.
That's the Oracle. Do you think Eric and Rachel should go to the beach, Mom?
Could be, but you know, we have to go and see Maureen. She's in the hospital still. Yeah.
I
No,
take
I-
that as a compliment.
I've
'cause
got to go.
She seems like an important person.
Yeah.
Yeah, Maureen was an important person. My mom keeps having to be reminded that she's no longer among those of us standing upright on the surface of the earth.
That's
Oh,
very well put.
Thanks.
what is the TWFP? What does that say?
Talking with famous people. Excellent question, Mom.
Exactly. I was thinking the same thing.
That's great branding.
Who's with it?
Hey, look, it's Octavio Silva. You know what that means? We're going to have to pull some cards for Octavio Silva.
Yeah.
It's time to pull some cards for Octavio Silva, and it's time to pull some cards for Ruse Moose. Okay?
That's at the bottom.
This is the bottom. It's the Fool card. It says, don't be a fool. Learn to draw.
Hi, honey.
Hi, Dad.
Hello.
We're just playing out here, as usual, you know.
Everything better?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Everything's all
Yes.
calmed down. Mom and I
We're
went
having a
for
little
a
trouble
walk.
trying to get them to eat that.
You know, Mom, that was you who ate that. We did not eat that. You ate that. Okay. she was a little hangry.
Yeah.
Okay, she was a little hangry.
And I think the pill helped too.
Yes, of course. But
She was angry at me, no doubt.
no,
I
as
think
soon as you left, she was angry at me.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
She was.
Yeah, and me too.
wait.
She was
was
just-
angry
Yeah,
at
she was just-
Mine
Yeah.
is not that way. Mine, I can tell you how it's important.
When you ceased to be here, it ceased to be you who was doing something wrong. It became me who was doing something wrong. And then when Rachel took over, it was Rachel who was doing something
Yeah.
wrong.
I
It was
got
one of
too.
those kind of
Well,
situations.
she's an equal opportunity interviewer,
Yes, she
Yes,
is.
you are.
regardless of race, creed, national origin, and so forth.
Okay, so I was about to. So you were talking about going to Panda Express. We're at the 2-hour mark. It's about time to end this stream, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you remember now, if you wanted to do it, that you and I can go down about 5:30,
Sure,
and then will you take orders,
sure,
and then I'll get
sure.
Miss Fingers orders.
Okay, cool.
And
Are you Miss Fingers, Mom?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
she wore me out today. She was very active. She was into. She got out
Well,
of
that's
bed this
because
morning.
all these people were exactly the same. I couldn't say one of you.
It was the
Oh,
clothes.
I didn't help her out. She was out. She was up.
Oh, my
She was
goodness.
running around. And that's the day started. And then we went from there.
You know, people have
I know.
different.
I went to the expense of buying this deluxe Walker. Well, I haven't even taken it out of the box.
Well, she will.
Oh, but
Get-
he's good looking.
She will
Did you
probably
see?
need it eventually, right? Oops.
There go your cards.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so these two are for Octavia Silva. Since they fell out. Oh, you got that Fool card. That one's really been insisting on coming through here.
Wow.
And let's see, what else we got?
Look at that Colorado one at the top.
I know, I like that.
Okay, this is what it
too.
tells
That's
me
really
about.
fun. They have a lot of different things.
That's what it tells me about you, Octavia Silva. That you need to put aside your foolish ways, dedicate yourself to being a craftsman, so that someday you'll become an established financier.
I think you will, honey, because you've done this.
Now, are you talking to me or to someone?
I'm talking to someone on the internet, Dad, not you. Okay, I'm talking to this guy
Well,
whose name is
I've
Octavio
done more
Silva.
with him and some of the others than I've done with the others. So it's been good.
Do
And he
you
is
want me to
good.
do you, Dad? I'll do
Good.
you next.
And
Okay.
he didn't complain about, I don't want somebody that's
Here, Dad, you pick 3 cards. I'll do you next.
and it's so good.
Okay, there's 1,
Yep,
2,
it really is.
3. Okay, let's see him. So this is what my dad just picked. He used his own hands to pick from the deck, which is extra magic, you know. Card number 1. You got the craftsman, the prosperous artisan with skill and satisfaction. He's having the skill and satisfaction of doing things like getting the blinds fixed and fixing the screen door and stuff like that. Yes, I did get your link. I watched the video. Okay, second card. Ooh, decision, enigma. He's in the flux of something right now. I'm trying to make a decision. Going back and forth a little bit. Undecided still. What is it a matter of? We don't know. It could be as small as, when should I take the walker out of the box? Hard to say. And then the third card. Ooh. Transition, voyage, depart. So probably coming up, he's going on a little trip or thinking about going on a trip. Maybe his mind is on planning for an upcoming trip, something like that. Maybe he's trying to decide, should I go here or there? I don't know. So that's my read from my dad. What do you think, Dad? How's my magic tarot card reading for
I
you?
think it's a great reading.
Thank you.
Very positive. No negative, just all right ahead and doing great.
Right.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
Yeah, it's
the
the
thing is no
same.
sugar, no anything. We're not going to put any hands or anything in.
Okay.
Never from
Court
out.
Jester, no, I don't see the other link. I don't know. It's in the thread. God, you pester and pester and pester until I answer your
I'll
question.
just do some exercise.
Mom,
Good
do you have to shake the camera?
I like that that's the excuse.
Okay, I don't see
Actually,
the other link. I don't know. You're just gonna have to put in the comments of this video, okay? All right. So let's pull some cards for Mom too. We'll see how Mom's doing. Mom, you want to pick some cards? Pick a card.
that they like.
Which card do you want? Pick one.
Okay, let me look.
Just pick. No, you can't look at them. You have to pick one without
Oh, I
looking.
wanna make-
That one. Okay. This is one. You touched this one. Okay. Now pick another one. Ready? Let me mix them up
Okay.
a little bit. All right. Which one's the next one?
Yeah, I think
Which
that's
one?
nice when they have that many.
Which one?
No, I like these dark.
This top one? Okay. You get the top one.
Off the top.
And number 3. Let's see.
Yeah.
Pia. Which one do you want, Mom?
Well, he's the one that's going to look at it all the time.
Let's pick one.
Pick one.
Yeah. So.
No, just one. Do you want this one? Or pick one. And then mix them
Okay,
up
I
again.
will.
To
And I'm
unspoil.
just
Okay,
putting
you
it
can't
in
pick
a way
2 at a
so that I
time,
can
and I
do the
won't know
other
which
part.
one. Pick one.
Oh.
Okay.
Pick one. Pick
Yeah.
one. Pick one.
One. Okay, I will.
Okay, I'd say it was this one.
Fingers at work.
Okay. So let's see what she got. Her first card
harmony, cohabitation, home, happiness. She's in a pretty good mood right now. She's pretty chilling. She's liking a tarot card reading, Mom. You got the 4 of rods here. You got home, you got happiness. Your second card, motivator, generous, worldly, direct. You're motivating us to do things like get you a muffin and get you another iced tea. I'll probably do that.
Well, as long as they don't go down to downtown town or something.
As long as they don't go downtown, we're all good. And then the third one, a certain amount of burden you're carrying too, certain amount of weariness, certain amount of baggage. Sometimes it's hard to get out of bed in the morning.
Yeah.
Takes a little creakies. But you know what? At the end of the day, it doesn't matter because due to your need motivating us, we live together in harmonious happiness.
Yep.
Excuse me, Amber.
Okay, so that's Mom's cards. All right, so let's wrap up this live stream and say goodbye.
Bye.
Good night, sweetheart, because it's time to go.
Yeah.
And
They can do tons of things with those if people realize they can do that.
I want to also thank you again, Amber Dasher, for your generosity.
Yes.
Very kind of you. You're a gentlewoman, a scholar, and a reader of fine literature. Octavia Silva says, Eric, you caught me while I was cooking bacon, but I came back and re-listened, and I have to say the cards you pulled were very, very relevant to your situation.
Interesting.
Well, I'm very glad to hear it, Octavia Silva. And thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to eat plenty of cheese.
This is good because it's the whole thing.